what's the weather?
Currently in New York, it's 47 degrees and cloudy. Today, it'll be rainy, with a forecasted high of 48.
Put a finger down if you didn't realize that Thanksgiving is next week, which means you have a flight in 2 days, which means you will be gone for 8 consecutive days, which just jump scared you into a very long to-do list.
Hey, it's Heather. I just moved to New York City to pursue my dreams of becoming a full-time content creator. This is Creator Diaries, episode 5.
As you can see, we have a lot to do today, so let's get rolling. First stop is the laundromat. It is raining today, so wish me luck. Okay, I managed to finish up the laundry. Last time I went to the laundromat, I told you guys that it's $5.75 for one load, and you guys said that was kind of expensive, and honestly it was, because I couldn't do more than one. I think next time I'm gonna try the wash and fold, and it'll save me a lot of time too, so I'm gonna try that next. It is now dark at like 6 p.m. these days, so I'm gonna be a little bit dark. I'm currently on my way to our first event. I'm actually running a little bit late, so let's get there. People hear me, but I'll try to yell. The next event that we're going to is hosted by LTX Studios. My goal from attending this event, or any event really, is 2 goals. 1, learn as much as possible as I can from the presentations, and 2 is to connect with other content creators because, you know, being a creator is entrepreneurship. It's kind of a solo journey, so meeting with other people helps you feel less lonely, and more importantly, when you connect with other people that are in the same field as you, it can just keep you motivated to continue doing what you're doing. So luckily I'm not doing this one alone. I'm meeting with my friend Sharon, and I'm actually right on time for once, so let's go. Since I just got my New York ID, I didn't bring it as an ID verification, so I thought I wasn't gonna get let in. But luckily he took my credit card as a form of ID, so all good. Made it in with Sharon. Hi! Yes. You can grab one of these.
I always find the ratio of guys to girls at this event is so funny. Sharon and I are like some of the only girls.
Events always start out a little daunting because the first hour or so is about networking, but it's a great opportunity to learn and talk and mingle. And by the way, this event was with LTX Studio, which if you're a creator, you have to try this. It's basically an AI tool. So if you already use ChatGPT, it's kind of similar, but you can use it to storyboard your ideas visually. I mainly attended this event to see Megan Tan speak. I've been a fan of her girlhood videos, and she said she genuinely uses LTX Studio to help her plan her shots.
My storyboards versus my final shots.
This event helped me the most by understanding that AI is a tool for creators, not a villain out here to steal our job. As one of the speakers, Khalil, pointed out, AI can really be used as a co-pilot to improve our work efficiency and give us back hours of time for the more human, important aspects that only we can do. Super insightful stuff.
She see money all around me. I look like I'm the man. Yeah, but I was counting out like last week. Tell me, where have you been?
Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'll try to speak loud, but had to come and get some food. They always have little snacks at these events, which is great, but I was hungrier for a little bit more party food than this. And this Cane's in Times Square, one of the best Cane's ever. Like, they have a live DJ and they go all out for holidays here. It's insane, like, so good. But okay, little real talk moment. It's crazy how I'm out here networking when, like, literally this morning I was like bawling my eyes out. This morning I just had one of those moments where it was just like, you know how when you start working on something new, there's a time where you're just like,
is this even gonna work out?
Like, is this even working? Trying to go full-time in New York City is no joke. Have to stay true to your dream even when you're not seeing results. And this is true for anything. My backstory is I used to weigh like 30 pounds more. And I remember when I first started trying to lose weight, It took me 3 years, by the way, to lose the weight. And the first month, I was like, I'm eating the salads. I'm going to the gym when I never did before. And the scale was the same. And I was like, you just have to trust the process. And if I can do that, then I know that I can achieve anything that I set my goals on. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, gotta stay the course every single day. Don't let up on your dreams, y'all. But anyways,
On a lighter note,
stay tuned because did I mention that we're going to meet Casey Neistat this week? Next event, Sony event. So excited for that. How does my hair look with these pins? I need to take these out. Side looks cute. Okay, curtain bangs, curtain bangs. Anyways, this is the fit. I honestly seriously need to get some new clothes. Like 2025, we're getting some new clothes, but for now, we're dressing warm. It's like 50 degrees outside and rainy. It's 12 o'clock. And as I mentioned, this is a Sony event and mainly I'm good to go see Casey Neistat, who is speaking at 2:30. So let's get going. So let me tell you a little bit about this Sony event. This was actually a free 2-day hosted event where they had different sets and models. So you can come in and steal shots with your equipment. You could also try all the new Sony gear. They had a ton of demos on display to try out. And of course, different speakers. Also, who I was most excited to hear from was Casey Neistat, who's known for vlogging on YouTube for over 800 daily vlogs in a row in New York City. He's truly an inspiration in the vlogging world, and I was just really excited as I'm starting off my career as a content creator, especially in the vlogging space. I was so excited to hear what he had to say.
Without further ado, please welcome to the stage Becca Versace and Casey Neistat.
Like my rule making tech videos is that don't tell me anything that I can read off of the box because I can just read the box. Where to start now? It's hard. I'm going to give a really unsatisfying answer, which is that like I think what I would mostly do is just sort of put my head down and ignore the world and just create.
I've always wondered, like, can you get this glasses look, but like in a headband or something? Honestly, I love a good leftover. Anytime I have leftover chicken, I'm making noodles. So I was supposed to recap with you guys at the event, but it turns out my camera storage was maxed out. And I was like, how is my camera storage maxed out? Turns out I have like a 40-minute black clip on my camera where I guess I just like hit record and put it in my bag by accident. I realized I need to take a notepad to these events because I feel bad kind of like bringing out my phone to take notes, but I'm truly taking notes on my notes app. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the key takeaways that I had from hearing Casey's speech because pretty much to summarize it, he just says work harder. That is what got him to where he was. He kind of says, you know how people make the excuse,
there's not enough time in the day.
well, a lot of people say that, but you know, that's not really an excuse not to let it happen. Basically, he said he started a family in New York City, and that was kind of like the fire that was needed in order for him to like go ham, and he ended up vlogging every single day for like 800 days. And you know what? I would say that's kind of how I feel right now too. The fact that I don't have a job, it feels like there's like a ticking time bomb on you almost. An added deadline that you have to go after this,
Or else.
and you don't want to think about the what else, the what will happen if it doesn't work out. And something about that really pushes you to work a lot harder. I'm gonna touch over the top 3 takeaways I got from his speech. So no matter what you're making a video about, kind of like explain more of your personality. Maybe you don't do YouTube, maybe you make TikToks, and you can still take this with you. Speak about your perspective through what it is that you're doing. That's why you love watching some creators like do the most mundane things, like what do they eat in the morning or going to the laundromat. It's the vision and their view of what they're doing that is like so enticing. The second thing he talked about was when you talk about what you care about, others can really feel that. So whatever it is that you do care about, even if it's so niche, especially if it's super niche, that's what will make people care about it too, because they see how enthusiastic you are about what it is. And then the last really important thing that I took from this was somebody asked the question of like, does your technology matter? Like what gear you have, like what you're using to record. He says he uses his iPhone all the time, and he's like, gear will move the needle like 9%. The other 97% is what you have to say
Basically, the most important thing to take away from that is that your personality and finding your voice that only you can say is what's gonna matter most. It sucks that there's not like one path to get there when it comes to being a creative. It stinks, but also it's like really exciting and unique that everyone will have their own individual path. I forgot to record an outro. Please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.